Hi, and thank you for tuning in to Miles for Hips Team Week. I'm board member Kaya Frazier, and I'm joined today by Nicole Frazier for our patient caregiver interview. You want to get started by saying a few words, introducing yourself?
I'm Nicole Frazier, and I've been dealing with hip dysplasia with my daughter for many years now, many surgeries. She's had a very unconventional journey, so I've learned a lot of things along the way.
Okay. Question number 1, tell us about your experience as a caregiver for someone diagnosed with hip dysplasia.
Okay, so I would say I've learned a lot from the first surgery, trying to figure out all the equipment and what to bring and what you actually need versus what you don't need. And I feel like we kind of have it down to a science at this point. It doesn't even require a whole lot of prep for us now, unfortunately.
Okay. And question number 2, what do you wish that you knew heading into your journey as a caregiver?
Okay. If I had a crystal ball back in 2015, I would have liked to know that this was going to be an ongoing journey and that it wasn't going to end with the first 2 hip scopes so many years ago when my daughter was 15. We were told she was going to get back to her soccer career and play in college, and that she was only going to be out for about 12 weeks before she would be able to get back to full sport. And obviously it's been 7 years now. So I've had to, I guess, call on a lot of mental strength that I didn't even know I had.
So the takeaway that you want people to have is like, you can overcome it and everything in surgery, but if your journey isn't perfect, don't give up. It can still turn out okay.
Absolutely. I think my daughter has taught me so much about strength and resilience and dedication to her goals, and just not allowing this medical journey to overtake her life, where I know it easily could. She still pursues her goals and is adamant about achieving them. So she doesn't give up. And I think that as her caregiver, it's been a blessing to watch her grow into that woman.
Question number 3, what do you wish others knew about the experience of being a caregiver?
Just that, it can be difficult at times, but it's also rewarding. And, if you know somebody going through a similar experience, reach out to them, ask them if you can bring them a dinner, because, those first couple weeks, you're just like around the clock giving medication and, trying to keep your loved one comfortable and, getting ice and running to the store to get more ice and, getting the CPM back and forth and all these things. And you don't have a lot of time for the everyday things. So, somebody coming over and helping you clean, walking your dog, bringing a meal is great. Don't be afraid to ask people. If you have people in your life that can provide those things for you, it's a good time to call on them.
What are some of the challenges that you have experienced as a caregiver?
There have been many. Just when we think or we say it can't get any worse, it has always gotten worse. And just keeping a positive attitude. My daughter makes it very difficult to have a negative attitude in dealing with all this stuff, because she is always smiling, always, encouraging everyone around her. And so it is not a challenge, I guess, to be positive, but it's something I have to constantly remind myself not to let those negative feelings creep in. And, again, not to let this aspect of her life overtake our entire life. We still got to get out and do other things and enjoy living.
So like you're saying, it's important to make sure that you keep up with normal activities too. So mentally you can feel you're still involved in things.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
In your community and stuff. Question number 5, what are some of the silver linings that you have experienced as a caregiver?
Okay, well, I've told you several times now that my daughter is my motivator, and we have a very special bond from going through all of this for all of these years. And, after being a caregiver for 7 years now, I am going back to school to get a second bachelor's in an accelerated nursing program so that I can be a caregiver to others. I found a passion for that in caring for her, and kind of gave me some new direction in my life that I'm pretty excited about.
Congratulations, that's amazing. Good luck with your accelerated nursing program. That's huge.
Yeah.
Question number 6, what advice would you give to caregivers of individuals with hip dysplasia? Like someone going into this right from the start, who's never experienced anything like this, never had an injury, like that kind of thing.
Just educate yourself as best you can, talk to your surgeon, find a great physical therapist. My daughter has an amazing one. And that's a huge part of this, obviously. Be prepared, like as much as you can ahead of time, as far as getting like an ice machine if that was ordered, or the CPM, getting everything in order. Maybe even making some plans for little outings that you can do shortly post-op, just for men, like mental health break, I guess, like for both of you. But also totally follow the surgeon's protocol. My daughter has followed hers religiously, and I do believe that's why he has stuck by her so steadfastly through all these years. That's very important. And, just getting all the information that you can. Making sure it's the right decision for you too, like the surgery. I would always, her surgeon always has you get an injection first and do at least 6 or 8 weeks of physical therapy, because it's a huge surgery, and if you can avoid it, that's wonderful. If you can't, it's good to go in strong anyway.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. So Nicole Frazier, thank you so much for coming and talking to us, and thank you all for tuning in for Miles for Hips Team Week. And on behalf of Miles for Hips, thank you so much for watching. Nicole, thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you, Kaya. It was good.
Yeah, of course.